Hey guys, yesterday I posted up, put a video on some articles about the trend of teenagers committing murder and violent acts. There were 4 incidences that happened in one day. This is the next day, and there's 3 other incidences that have come up just today. This one, and they're all shocking and even sickening. This one here, I don't know I don't know if the people who committed this act were teenagers or not, but basically it says dad who split up fight in McDonald's shot dead. Basically, this father of 4, he was 34 years old. He went into a McDonald's in London, tried to break up a fight, and he was told that one of the men, he was it just says here he had gold teeth, and that he told him that he was going to die tonight. He's not going to see the morning. So the man left the McDonald's, and the other thug got a gun, chased him and his friend, chased him in a cul-de-sac, beat him. One of the people who lived by in an apartment said he heard out the window the man crying for his life, begging that they don't kill him. He has 4 young children. They laughed at him, cursed at him. They shot him. Then they left laughing about what they had did. Really, really sick, animal-like behavior. The next story is about these 2 young men, British men, who were in Florida on vacation, were forced at gunpoint. They were leaving their hotel, I guess, and walking to a diner, 24-hour diner, about 2 in the morning, and they were approached by a 16-year-old boy, and forced to walk to a bad part of town, into an abandoned building. They were told to turn their pockets out and give him their money and their phones and everything else, and then he shot him dead. The 16-year-old person shot these men dead just for some pocket change, just for some money. It's really, really sad that they were just on vacation. Here's another article on the same subject here. These guys are just guys just like anybody else. They were on vacation from Britain. They're going to the beach, having a good time. This just shows the reality of it. And just out of the blue, some 16-year-old punk, this guy right here, for whatever reason, he thinks it's okay to go ahead and take somebody's life, and for nothing. They were killed for absolutely no reason at all. And this guy, by the looks of it, Adam, I'm sure he's going to go into the prison system and just be a thug his whole entire life. Now, this story here really made me sick. Here's there was a customer at a McDonald's. She was white, and these 2 black girls came in, and all young girls, probably under the age of 20, and they started beating her. And if you watch the video, none of the people who worked at McDonald's, the manager, at first they maybe try and break it up, but really they don't do anything. They just sit there and watch as this poor girl gets beaten. Then the women leave, and they come back, start beating her again. Finally, an older woman, probably 60, starts shooing these animals away, but these girls keep coming and keep coming. And at one point in the video, this poor girl that's getting beaten is holding on to this older woman's leg for her dear life. And the women tear her hair out, beat her till finally she's she's convulsing. She goes into a seizure, and they still are beating her. And then finally, these people that work there and the guy taking the video camera tell these disgusting animals to leave. She says, "Oh, leave, get out of here. The cops are coming." Not stay. They don't try to stop them. They didn't even try to stop them from beating this poor girl to death. It says McDonald's, patron almost beat to death. Well, I did some research on this, and there's not a lot on what happened here. But from the parent looks of it, for her to go into those kind of seizures, it's because she has brain hemorrhaging, and her skull's more likely has been collapsed. So there's a 90% chance she's probably dead or in a vegetative state. And not anyone in that McDonald's gave a crap except for some older lady who was actually going up against these animals. And it's just our society today is getting so bad. The point of this video, I don't know. What do? You just try to protect yourself. You try to protect your children, and you try to keep them out of harm's way, and stay away, from any areas that are, lower. I mean, I don't want to say lower class. I just want to say, poorer areas. I mean, look, people still can get their welfare. They still get their food stamps. They still get their government handout. What happens when they don't get that anymore? What happens when the welfare dries up? What happens when the food stamps stop coming in and they can't get what they believe is deserved to them? Do you think that these animals aren't going to come to your house? Do you think these animals aren't going to come to your neighborhood because they feel you have something that they want? Watch, look at the news stories. Watch the videos. You'll see. I mean, it's, I was going back and forth whether I was going to play this. I simply don't even want to watch it again. I will leave the link on the bottom, and you could watch it yourself if you want, but I don't want to see it again. It's actually you're watching someone get murdered, and you're watching these apathetic drones just sit there. So, look, life's about to get tougher for you and your family, and all I'm saying is if you can move out of the city, do it. If you can move, more into the country, if you become more self-sustaining as much as you can, do it, because times are going to get tough. So if anyone has any information on this, just leave it in the comment section, or if you have anything else, any related videos, any related topics, feel free to leave a video response or a comment response. Thanks.